Hello, what's up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Episode number 267. It's Tuesday. We are going to finish off our weekend league today. We're going to get to the promised land of Gold 3 OP. We're currently 10 and 6, so hopefully we can get there in just 4 games. That would be the ideal situation. Do me a huge favor at the start of the episode, smash a thumbs up. 4,000 likes is your target. I know you can make it happen. I see you on Sundays making it happen, so make it happen. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And thank you for all the support. It's crazy. You guys have you've knocked it out of the park once again this year, and I'm super happy about it. So this is the team. You know, we brought in Aouar yesterday. If you missed that video, you can click in the top corner and find it. Go and catch up. But I can't believe we're nearly like, we're 2/3 of the way through the next century of uploads. My God, we'll be at episode 300 in just over a month. That is, or about a month if I keep up with the double uploads. That's crazy. So we're going to start today's episode with the UCL halftime challenge. Yeah, obviously the Champions League final went in Chelsea's favour, and obviously Kyle Walker's not going to get his upgrade, which kind of sucks for me, obviously, because I did the Kyle Walker SBC, but I was super happy for like Kante and like Mason Mount and stuff like that, and I thought Azpilicueta what am I trying to say? Like, came across quite good on the interview. Yeah, he seemed like a. You know, he was bigging up Havertz and stuff, which was really nice to see. So we get Simon Kjær in form from that SBC, and it's tradable as well. Tradable 85 in form. I'll keep him in the club just in case we need anything like that for an SBC over the next little while. Obviously, with the upgrades and stuff that are out currently, they don't look as good as previous weeks, and I'm not sure. Like the Monday night content, what you got last night. I'm recording this before the 6 p.m. there, so I'm not sure if we got another player SBC or not, but we seem to be a little bit lacking. We've had Aouar, and that was, and then Joe Gomez. We got like a Premiership player on Ligue 1 Tots Day. I know it was to do with the UCL, but it didn't quite make sense to me. So yeah, hopefully there will be a plethora of crazy SBC players for me to get stuck in on over the next couple of days. We're at 10 wins. We need to get stuck into the weekend league. And I can't believe that this was the squad that I came up against. Oh, it was first game of the day on Sunday. Probably about 10:30, 11 in the morning. I just wanted to get a couple of games in before my Sunday roast. So that the afternoon, you know, with all the crazy weather and stuff that we've been having, I could go and spend out in the sunshine. As you can probably tell, I'm a tiny little bit tomatom, a little bit sunburned. But that is, you know, that sort of sets you off for the summer, doesn't it? I need to put the sun lotion on my face when I go outside, clearly. But I go 1-0 up in this match, clear, obviously. I mean, when you look at the guy's team, he wasn't a bad player. I don't know. He had like a red Kimmich from a while back, so he's someone that hasn't just started a new account and a new challenge, but I think he's someone that probably put the game down for a while. He was clearly quite good at like holding possession and stuff, but when I really slowed it down and then tried to create chances a little bit slower rather than doing what I always do, which is just force the play super fast and play silly and aggressive. That was when I took over this game and got 3-0 up. He does end up scoring here. He brought a Bebu on, like an 83 rated Bebu. Like, I don't know when this guy stopped playing, but that was his squad when he stopped playing. So, yeah, half-time, I'm 3-1 up, and it feels like this game is just going to keep going in my favour. So, again, we're just playing calm. Brought Coutinho on for Muriel just to see if a 5-star skiller could help me. And as you can see here, Aouar just cuts it back into Ronaldo. What you can do with Aouar is really slow it down, and that left-stick dribbling is just so nice with him. He feels super slick on the ball. Plays a nice ball through to Ronaldo there. And we, of course, can just bang it past the goalkeeper and Varane to go 5-1 up. And this guy decides to quit at this point, which is nice. Appreciate it. 51 minutes into my first game of the day, and I've got 5 goals and a rage quit. Hey, that's what you love. You absolutely love that. I don't love that Van der Sar lets in the one shot that gets shot against him, though. That sort of thing happens far too often. But this guy got red Muriel and red Kessié. So, yeah, Sheepman RTG has got quite a nice team here. And I could tell instantly that I think Kyle Walker was going to end up playing somewhere near the centre-back spot. It felt like it anyway, but looking at the lineup, I don't think he did. I think he would have just kept Ruben Diaz in the other one there, right? But, yeah, anyway, we are 1-0 down. Because it was just a nice finish from Coman, and then he ends up getting through with Muriel here, and oh, what a block from Tapsoba. That is actually quite clutch. That saved me. It really did. The game went in a different direction after that. I could have been 2-0 down and really upset, but instead we end up just, you know, getting every single lucky bounce here that we could, and it drops to Muriel. That was such a sloppy goal. That really was. But I'd been knocking on the door, and as you can see there, I'd had 8 attempts on goal this half. He'd only had 2. He just kept quite a lot of possession. So felt like we could probably win. We just needed to step our game up a little bit second half, play a bit smarter. So I slowed it down a bit, tried to keep the ball a bit more. Didn't really do very well at that, but we were able to run through with Ronaldo early doors in the second half. A little bit of a kick-off boost there, I assume, but hey, we'll take it. We needed it. So at 2-1 up, when my players, you know, still being quite aggressive, it looked like I had a lot of players forward. I'd brought Ryan Kent on and Coutinho and dropped Aouar back to the centre mid spot, and those two linking up nicely there to get me 3-1 up. And then Walker pushes down the other end from my opponent. Jesse Lingard is apparently taken down by Lars Bender. I didn't see it really, but yeah, he steps up and scores the penalty with, I think, yeah, red Kessie. Nice card to get. I wish I had that, not going to lie. But I was still very happy with my Serie A Reds. You guys know that, right? I've been praising them enough this weekend. But then, annoyingly, 85 minutes on the clock, he's able to get a 3-3 equaliser. And I'm like, how have you managed to come back here then? That's annoyed me. So I had to make some changes. This unfortunately did take me into extra time. And I kept my same squad, 4-3-1-2. I just went team press to see what I could, see if anything could happen. We're able to just sort of scoop past the defender there with Ronaldo and smash the ball into the back of the net. It looked like my opponent was going to get a clear goal there, but Van der Sar rushing out like crazy. And we just go ultra counter-attack mode. Ronaldo to Coutinho to Kent, who was apparently onside. I thought he looked way off. With a little bit of goalkeeper movement and me being quite composed there, I was able to just knock it in. I brought Kent on because someone said I think he's still a really, really good super sub. So I thought, you know what? Hey, we'll bring him on every now and again. I know I like his 5-star. But yeah, he's actually been quite good still. He still holds up on this game quite well. So we get that win there, which I didn't expect to get, really. When it went to 3-3 by the end of the game, I was like, I think this is not going to go my way. It's going to be a little loss on the account. But hey, we're still unbeaten in today's episode. 2 games, 2 wins. And Ronaldo is, I mean, the power on that shot was almost in negative numbers. That was such a weak little sort of... He just stabbed his foot out at it and somehow managed to get a little toe to it. But yeah, it goes in past the goalkeeper and we can play a perfectly timed ball through to Muriel. When the goalkeeper started moving like that, I thought I'm shooing here for a chip goal, and somehow it still went in. I don't know how, because the goalkeeper was pretty much stood on the line. So 2-0 up, things are looking good, but this guy just kept coming back into the game. His Raja Nainggolan was exceptionally good, and it makes me a little bit annoyed that I didn't do it. But at the same time, like, I don't know how I would have fit him in. I've just got too many great centre mids on this game, and Nainggolan would have just made things complicated for me, really. And of course, just before half-time, he's able to get the goal to make it 2-2. I've hardly touched the ball in this match, 35% possession, and it looks as though my opponent might be coming back in this one. So here's to a different second half. Let's try and get more goals, shall we? Coutinho comes on. I keep cutting inside and outside, and then I just whip one round from the edge of the 18-yard box, and just it curls in off the bar. It's a lovely goal from him. And yeah, when I paused it here in the 74th minute to make some slightly more defensive changes, he quits. I'm like, what? I genuinely thought he would have just gone on to super ultra attacking mode and thrown the kitchen sink at me, but he quit. And I was like, okay. Maybe I was frustrating him, I don't know. But yeah, we get our 13th win. And we go into this, which could be the final game of the episode. Hopefully, anyway. Very nice team, though. Lots of great players. Cruyff, Dalglish, Waman, Fellaini, Nainggolan, Lozano, Theo Hernandez. It's just a really nice team, in all honesty. And I knew that I was kind of in trouble right off the get-go. You know, he just kept getting through. Was very good at dribbling and moving with the ball. And obviously, Kenny Dalglish is always going to finish shots. So I went 1-0 down. His name, his club name was LB Fakey, which to me is like an LB fake shot, which is the move he did so much on this game. So he definitely lived up to his his club name, which was basically that sort of fake shot where you open up your body and try and get a little speed boost off it. That one that Nainggolan did right there. He kept doing that against me, and it kept working. Like, I was about to read it, and then he would just go past me, and I'm like, what's going on? Maybe I need to use him a little bit more. So I was 2-1 down, but a lovely bit of high pressure there from SEN. Knocks it into Ronaldo. I'm able to just turn that defender nicely and slot home into the roof of the net. 2-2 after 20-odd minutes then. Quite a high-scoring game this one's going to be. Cruyff knocks it out to Kenny Dalglish, who does another LB fake shot, and somehow defenders just not get into that one, or the goalkeeper, and we're 3-2 down. That's not going to stop us. I want to win this game, and I want to enjoy the rest of my weekend. So we knock it through to Muriel. We score the goal, and that's that. 3-3 before half-time. 3-3 at half-time. Super even match in terms of opportunities had, goals scored, but I had even less of the ball than I did in the last game. Yeah, this is... I'm not good at holding possession, especially with this 4-3-1-2. It's very aggressive and like counter-attacky, which I can understand why I don't have as much. But Muriel here just showing some very good composure, great pace, great ability, and yeah, just a nice goal from him. But we haven't cut it here because my opponent is going to go ahead and score what I would sort of class as a bit of a kickoff style. But there was a break in play there, so surely my defence has sort of got back into its correct positions now, not like they would be at kickoff. But Dalglish just knocks it through to Nainggolan, and I wasn't able to track him well enough. He gets a goal, makes it 4-4. And I'm like, is this game going to stop scoring goals? Are we going to get a winner here, or am I going to lose this one and go on a little bit of a negative streak? But look at that. Look at that from Muriel. Using and abusing the directional nutmeg with him because he is a 4-star skiller and not a 5-star skiller. I end up getting the final goal of the game, seeing it out, and getting 14 wins. So we go from 6-5 to 14-6. That means we only lost one game in the final, like however many we played. So that was actually very, very good. I was over the moon with that because it meant that I could go and enjoy the rest of my day. After the rewards we got last week, I was absolutely not fussed about going to 17 wins. Hey, what we'll do is we'll just play a little bit more rivals tomorrow to try and top our score up to maybe into Div 1, Rank 1. If not, then we'll see where we stand and go from there. But yeah, guys, that is the end of the gameplay for this episode. What I want to do to you now is show you just like the finishing player bios for this weekend league, and then we'll talk about something we could potentially do with the squad. Zambrotta's now over a century of games for us. Quadrado played 20 games a weekend league this week and 2 games of rivals. I actually really love him. Tapsoba's still great. Bender's still great. That is a nice duo in defence, but I think we might change it. Muriel with 24 goals, 10 assists. Nice return from him in the weekend league, I must admit. Very, very pleased with him. And I can't believe he's as cheap as he is. Kimmich scored loads of goals this week and just did such an amazing job. We're now 27 goals away from 1,000 with Ronaldo. That will be 100% the most goals I've ever scored with a single player on foot. Goretzka had another fantastic weekend. SEN held it down. And then Aouar with 1 goal and 8 assists. So a contribution per game. Not as many goals as I thought he might get, but he's still been great at knocking the balls through. He creates space just by being him and having people worried about him. And it leads to opportunities for your other players that make runs when they're trying to cover Aouar. So yeah, pretty pleased with the end result of the weekend league. But a little way that we could potentially change the squad around would be, I feel like I need to get some use out of this Kyle Walker, even though he's not going to get upgraded. So I almost want to start him. And I've had the idea to maybe start him and Luke Shaw, and those two could be our centre-backs. Full-backs at centre-backs, it's just what happens. So I don't care anymore. It's just what happens. Everyone else is doing it, I'm doing it as well. But we would need to adjust the team. We need to adjust the team to make it work. And I think a 4-2-3-1 would work, as you can see here. And unfortunately, it would leave 2 players off chemistry in the attack and 2 players in the defence with Walker and Zambrotta. So they'd both be on 7, and both Ronaldo and Aouar would be on 7, which means we'd get to 98 or 99 chem with the right manager. But what we could do is when we get Red Mbappe, he could go in the squad, and that would sort out the issue there with chemistry. We would literally just have Walker and Zambrotta on 7 chem. So all we need to do now is literally get Red Mbappe. It's as simple as that. It's just not that difficult, is it really? So here's to that happening. Just wanted to manifest that one into the world, because if that can happen for me on Thursday, I'll be over the moon. For now, we just need to switch it back basically and put regular Mbappe in this spot, who I have conveniently in like a centre mid, so he can go into that spot right there. I would need to obviously adjust the chem style, the position modifiers for SEN and Ronaldo in this squad if we were going to go into game with 100 chem. But yeah, does this work for a squad, or is regular Mbappe not good enough now? Is he sort of better off the bench, or not even bringing him on at all? Should we be using regular Mbappe at this stage of the game? Still an elite attacker in my opinion, but let me know what you think. You know, is Aouar at cam with Ronaldo and Mbappe up front, is that good enough? Or do we need to try and see what we get in red? And if we get like a red Bamba, then he can play on 7 chem or something like that. That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? But yeah, Tots Mbappe, that's kind of the hope. Obviously, Tots Neymar would be the be-all and end-all, series legend and all that. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of the episode. Do me a huge favour and smash the thumbs up. I was going to ask for 2,000 likes. 4,000 likes, please. Thank you for all of your awesome support. Hope you're enjoying the weather and all of that stuff lately. It's been nice in the UK for once, which I'm super happy about. Makes me so happy to look up at the sky and see that it's bright blue. Yeah, I mean, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. If you're new around here, I thank you for that. And of course, you can find my Twitter and Instagram links down below. Take it easy, everyone. Like I said, tomorrow we'll either adjust the team, play a little bit of rivals, do some upgrade SBCs, all of that stuff. It'll be a fun one tomorrow for sure. And then we look forward to our rewards in a couple of days. So have a good one. Take it easy. Stay safe and healthy. I'll catch you later. Peace.